the second game, or especially a position from the game we will analyze, I always try to choose two games, one of them having a meaning as a complete game, and the second one having some tactical or positional or you know, some end game bound interesting developments. So this game is between Khurtsidze, very strong Georgian player, with equally strong Sedina from Italy, and the head of their delegation and trainer, Stura, Grandmaster Stura, a long-time friend of mine. We played together many tournaments, we even shared the room and stuff. He really told me that the attack was impressive. And I really found it impressive after having analyzed. And I believe that you will also like it. So the game starts like an English opening, but then switches to Karo-kan, which is very common. People do not like boring positions of Slav, especially with white. They are not maybe so terribly afraid that they will be under some danger, but they basically this, people have more tendency to divert the game into what is called Panov attack. Panov, former Soviet chess player and as well as a famous lawyer in the country, was one of the first ones to apply this, and we all remember Botvinnik had a marvelous win with it against slightly puzzled Spielman at the time. And here there are many moves. I mean, some people play knight c6, some people play e6 with some idea to transpose to Nimzo Indian with bishop b4 later, or to play like a semi-Tarash. Black has chosen one of the ways. Once again, considered to be a little bit dangerous for black. If black would have time to castle and then play a6, b5 or knight b6, black may turn out to be better because of the isolani on d4. But as we know, timing is very important in chess. White gives back the pawn, right in time, which is theoretical. And now goes queen e2 check. Zurab Sturua, Grandmaster Zurab Sturua, and this game reminded me that for many years I only thought that black should play queen e7 here. And actually I like what black did, because after queen e7 my assumption is that white will have an easy game. Probably not by exchanging immediately, by just playing bishop f4, threatening to capture slightly tactical on d6, and then after the exchange black has to cover d6. Now it's interesting, d6 is weak, but black will try to use d5 square. Actually, possibly bishop takes e2 is much better than the stereotypic move knight g2, no, bishop e2 to take back with the bishop, king e7, and now bishop f3, and knight g2. White has a very easy game, and it's really doubtful that black may fully control d5 square. I like this position for white. And I like in some way at the beginning what black has done. Black has run to f8 and has a simple plan. Wants to play h6 and to put the king to h7, knight to b6 if d6 will be attacked. So White also decided that the bishop doesn't do much there. Came to d3, aiming to this diagonal. And like yesterday's game, there is some similarity. Yesterday, we have checked this game of Bulmaga with Scoot, where black has forgotten the theory. Here it's also very possible that for one move, black had this lapse. I mean, some sort of lapsus manus. She said like, okay, let me exchange the knights on d5. And Yusupov, who is the creator for this plan with black pieces, against the equally strong Joël Lothier, played king H7. And there is nothing terrible happening on this diagonal. After a couple of sensible moves, obviously white has a slight opening advantage, but the game is going on. But in our game, black exchanged on d5. And this position occurred. This is really one of interesting examples. This position is, it may come strange to you, but this is lost for black. It's really interesting. You will say like, how come? I mean, if you remember our previous example, Vojinović was better, but she couldn't bring the punch into the position. Here, it's not something structural, but bishop c8 and rook a8 are out of game. And white has played h4.
You mean that black cannot gather the pieces to defend the king?
No, the attack is simply too strong. This is something very interesting, that this position, black is really hopeless. Sometimes it happens, I mean...
Yeah, the pieces are non-synchronized, so...
That they don't somehow, the king side is weak, h5 is coming, and for instance, this is a very simple motif, showing us how much lost black is. Okay, queen d4, bishop d4, hg5 is really horrible now with two bishops. And probably this was the best choice in the position. Similar things with knight f6, that danger may come once again from this side. Also very dangerous. Because, I mean, I heralded things a little bit earlier, but this is completely gone. Completely gone, I mean. So, very strange.
Yes, that queen on b6 is also seems to be in the game via d4 or something, but actually there is no time.
Doesn't reach. It is very close and very far away. So, I mean, it's like many times it happens. So, people ask like, what's your rating? I'm 2600. What's Kasparov's rating? 2850. Oh, but it's very close. Oh, but also it is very far away. It's really, there is a big difference. And here, black has chosen knight b4, gaining some time, hoping that after h5 she can take on d3.
At least one bishop is gone.
But very strong move, knight g5 king. This makes the beauty of this game, and this is the exact moment Grandmaster Sturua made me to be aware of what has happened in this game. After this position emerged, White could have also chosen rook e7, which practically decides the game. King g8, bishop takes g6. She changed the move order. She started with bishop g6. And black has gone to g7. Bishop takes f7. And now we see that d5 and bishop e5 check is losing at once. And black has difficulties to protect g6 square. So came this. Simple, h takes g5. In some way, white has got the piece back. Then brought all the pieces into the attack. There is an expression I always like in, especially in French and English, you know, white has thrown even the garbage bin into the attack. Everything comes. Bishop g3 is in some way in the attack. Bishop f7 and rook e7 are there. And I mean, she could have played, for instance, rook e1. This exchange doesn't change anything. So, but played simple, took, gave another check, gave the discovered check, and also now material-wise speaking, she is winning. I mean, once again, you know, it's a matter of taste. The bishop takes d6 would have finished the game off. She played very simple. Didn't risk much. And concluded a very well planned attack, I would say, because there is nothing difficult about the execution, but when she has played h4,
it seems
really,
like she saw probably all the ideas.
So the plan succeeded. So in the first game we saw that the plan made things more difficult for hometown player Jovana Vojinovic. If she wouldn't have chosen that plan, she would enjoy some edge. Here, black has chosen a very correct plan. Once she pushed h4, all the pieces were on the other side, and she really concluded the game. The game played itself. There was nothing so difficult to find the final moves, but she sensed the momentum, and just after h4, black was helpless. So this is the end of our first session today.
Yes, now it's my time. Okay, I was checking a little bit the games which are ongoing. So I don't know, probably first 6 boards are promising some nice
explosive
battles.
they are,
yes.
yeah.
So I think it will be lots of material for the next session at 6:30 to maybe make some small introduction in the games of 4th round. And for now we are finished with our first live streaming with GM Suat Atalik, and see you at 6:30. Thank you for watching. Bye.